So this is the experiment kit for conducting the Fermi energy experiment, which comes under VTU syllabus. So Fermi energy of copper we are going to determine from this equipment. So copper coil is given here. So Fermi energy means it is the highest energy level occupied by the electrons at absolute 0 degree Kelvin. So that parameter that we are going to calculate by this experiment. So in order to conduct the experiment, first I am going to show you the copper coil which is kept inside this tube, and a thermometer is kept here to measure the temperature of the copper coil, and the extreme ends of the copper coil are connected here. Okay, so here is a symbol for connecting the copper coil extreme ends. So I am going to connect the extreme ends here, and here we come across 2 meters. One is millivolt meter and this is milliammeter. So here is a symbol for connecting milliammeter and this is a voltmeter symbol. So first we have to connect milliammeter here. So connect milliammeter here. Okay. Next connect voltmeter between these 2 points. That means we have to measure voltage across the copper coil. So take one more connecting wire and connect that here. And this is a gap that we have to connect using a separate patch cord. So only 3 connections: millimeter, voltmeter, and then the gap, and we have to connect the copper coil between these 2 gaps. So these are all the circuit connections of Fermi energy experiment. To start with, we have to switch on this kit. So switch on. Okay. So it is showing some readings. That will be the reading for room temperature of the copper coil. So it is showing 43.8 and 35.3 millivolt for the room temperature of the coil. Now we have to heat the coil by pouring hot water into the jar. Okay, so a beaker is kept there. So we have to take hot water into the beaker and that copper coil has to be immersed in it. Okay. Now we are taking pouring hot water into this beaker like this, and allow the temperature to rise up. For a while you have to leave such that slowly the temperature of the copper coil increases. Once the temperature saturates, then we have to start recording readings at various temperatures. So manually we are going to record readings from 70 degrees centigrade. So for every 5 degree centigrade difference, we are going to note down the milliammeter reading as well as millivoltmeter reading. Okay, so now the readings were all changing because the temperature is slowly rising up. So this is what the range of readings that you are going to get while conducting the experiment. Now I am going to give you readings observed at 70 degrees and then 65 degrees, 60 degree, 55 and 50 readings. Okay, so we have to wait for reducing the temperature. So I am going to give you the set of readings whatever we recorded using this equipment. So as per the manual, so this is the circuit diagram of the experiment, and here we are going to plot a graph resistance versus temperature whatever we recorded, and this is a tabular column in which we are going to record the readings at different temperatures. So first we have to consider 70 degrees centigrade. So if you convert that into Kelvin by adding 273, it will become 343, and the value of voltmeter reading is recorded as 25.7, and that of millivoltmeter reading is current meter cut பண்ணாரு. So for 70 degrees centigrade, the converted temperature in Kelvin is 343 and the corresponding millivoltmeter reading is 25.7 and the corresponding milliammeter reading is found to be 43.6. And if we calculate the resistance of the copper coil using Ohm's law, the value will be 0.589 ohms. Next, for 65 degree, the value of temperature in Kelvin is 338 and the corresponding voltmeter is 25.4 millivolts and the value of I is 43.6 milliamps, and if you calculate the resistance, it is 0.582 ohms. So by comparing these two, the resistance of the copper coil decreases with the decrease of temperature. And similarly, if you record the reading for 60, it will be 333, 60 plus 273, and the value of voltmeter reading is 25.1, and the value of I going to be constant throughout the experiment, and the value of R is 0.575 ohms. Similarly, for 55, it is 328 and the value of millivoltmeter reading is 24.8 and the current reading is constant, and if you calculate R, it becomes 0.568 ohms. Similarly, for 50, it is 323 and 24.5 and 43.6 the current meter reading, and the value of resistance is 0.561 ohms. So if you look at this data, the value of R goes on decreases with the decrease of temperature. That's what the observation made. And here we have to plot a graph of resistance versus temperature in Kelvin. So now I am going to show you how to plot the graph. So here on y-axis resistance R is taken into account, and along x-axis temperature in Kelvin is taken into account, and the scale is fixed here. It is along x-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 5 Kelvin, and along y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 0.007 ohms. So accordingly I will fix the values here. So the first value will be started with 323 and then 328 and then 333, next 338, next 343. So like this the readings were all going, and then here it is started with 0.561 and the next point will be, the difference is 0.007 ohms, that's why it will be 0.568, and the next one is 0.575 and the next point is 0.582 and the next one is 0.589. Okay. Now as per the data whatever we recorded here, so this is the data. So here Let us consider 323. So for which the value of resistance is 0.561. So this is the point. And then for 328 it is 0.568. And for 333 it is observed to be 0.575. And for 338 it is 0.582. And for 343 it is 0.589. Okay, so like this points are all coming on the graph, and you have to join all the points using scale, just like this. Then you have to find out the slope of the curve obtained. So here I am going to find out the slope. So it is nothing but dy by dx. Okay, so like this. Like this. So here slope of the straight line obtained is nothing but delta r by delta t, that is equal to, see, delta r is found to be, here it is 2 centimeter, and the corresponding scale you have to multiply, that is 0.007, that divided by delta t. So here the distance is 2 centimeter, 2 into, and the scale, that is 5K. So if you calculate, the value becomes 1.4 into 10 to the power of minus 3. So this is the slope of the straight line obtained value. Now we can able to calculate the Fermi energy of copper using a formula. So the formula for calculating Fermi energy is given by F is equal to Ne square pi a r square divided by L into square root of 2m whole square into delta r by delta t, the slope whatever we calculated, whole square. So here n is number of electrons per unit volume of the material, E is charge on the electron, A is constant, R is the radius of the copper coil, and L is the total length of the copper coil, and M is the mass of the electron. So these were all the parameters. Now I am going to substitute the values as per the manual given. So I am going to write all the data here. That is, N is 8.464 into 10 to the power of 28, and charge on the electron is 1.6, not 2, into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb square into 3.14, that is the pi value, into the area of cross section, that is 7.4, into 10 to the power of minus 6, that is the constant value given, into the radius of the copper coil, that is 0.26, into 10 to the power of minus 3 whole square. So whole divided by the length, it is given, that is 3.6 meters, into square root of 2 into mass of the electron, 9.1, into 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. So this you have to square it, and then multiply the entire value with dr by dt, that is 1.4 into 10 to the power of minus 3, and square that. So the value will be getting in terms of joules. So it is observed to be 9.7 0.67 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joules. So this is the value that we are going to get, and the Fermi energy in terms of electron volt is given by 9.67 into 10 to the power of minus 19, and divide this by charge on the electron, that is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. So if you calculate, we are going to get a value that is 6.04 electron volts. So this is what the Fermi energy of copper at absolute 0 degree Kelvin. So this is the way of doing the calculations and enter in the record book. Okay, thank you.